Alright, well today is a haul video and we are going to be talking about everything that we got these past 2 days shopping at the Goodwill. We're going to be talking about what we got, how much we paid for it, and how much I can expect to get for it on eBay. So, our total spend at the first Goodwill was $60 and our total spend at the second Goodwill was $70. I'd say we did pretty well. We've got a table full of stuff, so bear with me. We're going to get through it, but we're going to talk our way through it. So, over here, I've got a ton of Lennox new in the box. Also, you're going to have to forgive that noise. Walter is back there packing stuff, doing his job. But over here, we've got a ton of Lennox. We've got some of the larger pieces, as you can see here. They are all in the boxes. I'm not going to take them all out because they're like literally in the styrofoam in the boxes. We've got two of the larger pieces. I paid $4.99 for the two larger ones. $2.99 for all of the little ones. So I think we did pretty good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 pieces of Lennox. So I think we're gonna do pretty well. I think we're gonna hold on to those until Christmas. If you guys watch my videos a lot, you notice that I usually walk right past Lennox. I don't usually buy Lennox unless it's older. I do usually entertain the idea of buying older Lennox, especially Lennox Belique, which was the original Lennox. However, the modern Lennox I usually skip. The only reason I bought these is because they are new in the box. Otherwise, I would have walked right by them like I normally do. But new in the box is going to sell them and they're going to do okay. So the two larger ones I would probably expect to get $20 to $25 for, and the smaller pieces I would probably expect to get between 10 and 20 depending on what pieces they are. But we are going to hold these until the holidays because they seem to sell really well during the holidays as gifts. So if you look at the bottom of these, you will see they actually have their suggested retail on the bottom still. So this was suggested retail at $77. Obviously, it wouldn't sell for $77, and that's why it ended up at the Goodwill. So don't be fooled by the suggested retail because that's not a thing. But anyway, so that's all the Lennox we got. I was pretty pleased with that. Pretty excited if you couldn't tell by the video. I was just searching all the shelves for as much as I could find. We're going to do okay with that. We've got this little guy right here. This was really cute. I actually picked this off the shelf and didn't say a word about it. I just stuck it in my cart. Now this piece right here is genuine alabaster made in Italy. It is a little trinket box with a hand-painted cat on the front. So these boxes are made by Duceschi. Totally just butchered that. I'll show you the spelling. But you can see the sticker on the back. So these boxes by themselves without the painting sell for about $20. We paid $3 for this. So seeing as how this one is hand painted and signed, I don't recognize the signature, I would expect this one to probably sell for $25 to $30 because it is painted. Meow. Oh, I made a mess.
You plan on cleaning this up, right?
I was thinking about it.
I had all this like nice and cleaned up and nice.
I know. Well, I had to unpack everything and make a mess in the process.
Am I getting stuck
Here,
cleaning it up?
You can have these.
I don't like flowers. They make me sneeze.
Well, they're not real, so they won't make you sneeze.
They're dusty. They'll make me sneeze. And
Not
they probably
anymore.
live in a house with cats, which will make me sneeze even
Not
more.
anymore. We'll put them in our vase.
Did you get anything good?
I did.
Well, I like those little pink jars.
I know. Are they cute?
They are cute. What else you got? I'm just gonna look.
You're just gonna sneer over? You liked the Lennox, I know. I sent you a picture of that and you sent me back the pukey face. It's new in box.
It is new in box, so I will acquiesce, and I don't generally judge your gut feelings on certain things.
If it was not in the box, I wouldn't have bought it.
If they were, and they're all in their original bags and stuff, and plastics.
Original bags, original styrofoam.
Everything.
Everything is original.
No, that's good.
So,
that helps. That helps, and it looks like the prices were really reasonable too.
Yeah, they were.
$3, $5. That's
2 of
not
them
bad.
were 5. The rest were 3.
Hey, that's really great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did all right.
I do like those pink jars though.
Yes, we'll get to those. We're not there yet.
What else you got over here? Anything else?
Next is this little fella. He's very cute.
We've had those.
Yeah, I believe this is made by Brush McCoy, this design. It is not signed on the bottom. I paid $2 for this. They seem to sell between $15 and $20. They come in blue, they come in green, they come in white, I do believe, and obviously pink. So they probably would have been to gift flowers at a birth or something like that. So we did all right paying $2 for that. This little man, I'm gonna cover my face with it. This little man is actually a bottle opener. It is signed on the back, and Walter and I were trying to figure out what it says. It's obviously in a different language, but we're just not sure. But he's pretty cool. Without having looked up the back, it looks like it says Pors Grund or Pors Grand. I can't tell if that's a U or an A. Paid $1 for this. I would probably expect about 20 bucks from this, just because it is hand carved. But I do have to figure out what it says on the back. Maybe that's a type of beer or something. I don't know. We've got our phone paperweight, which is clearly modern. It's super heavy. I actually couldn't decide if it was a phone or if it was a remote. But it's got this part in the front, so I'm thinking maybe it is actually a remote. I don't know. It was just funky and it was weird, and I thought, you know, that's kind of cool. I think I'll take that. So for this piece, without having looked it up or knowing anything about it, I thought maybe there was a sticker under the Goodwill sticker, but I don't think so. I paid $3.99 for this, and I would probably expect to get $20 to $25 for this. But who knows? Maybe it's some rare paperweight and it's actually worth more than that. I'm just going off the fact that it's a paperweight and it's pretty cool. We've got these two pieces here. These are actually signed by Nadu. They are carved and painted. And I got a good feeling about these because not too long ago we actually picked up some Mexican folk art. I think we actually got it from Eric. It was carved, it was beautiful, it was signed. Those pieces ended up selling the first time for $500. And then, of course, the buyer contacted us and said, my husband's mad at me for buying these. I need to cancel the sale. So we ended up having to cancel the sale and relist them. And I think they sold for $350 the second time. But they were really, really nice. And so I always get a good feeling around carved artwork. But unfortunately, these ones sell between 15 and 20 a piece. I mean, fortunately, unfortunately. I mean, they're not like the Mexican folk art pieces. But we only paid $3 a piece for them. So we're definitely going to make a profit. So that's great. And I do like the scenes. I especially like the lighthouse scene. So, let's talk about the jars that Andrew likes. We've got two vanity jars here. They are reverse painted. They are not actually pink glass. What that means is that the inside is actually painted pink. The outside is not. And they have this gold on them. They're really nice. There is a pair of them. And for the pair, I paid $1 for this one and $2 for this one. Oh, so I'm not really sure why the gold is nicer on this one, so this one was probably $2 and this one was only $1. But for the pair of these, I would probably expect to get $25 to $35 for the pair. They are really nice, and I'm sure they came in a set, so there was probably a set of other pieces as well. But for just those two, I would probably expect $25 to $35. We've got mugs here, and actually as Andrew was over here looking at the stuff, I was looking at these mugs and I realized that one of them does have a chip, which is unfortunate, but I only paid $2. One of them, it does look like it's got a mark on there. Can't read it though. I just really liked the glaze on those. I thought it was a nice glaze. If it wasn't chipped, I would probably expect $8 to $12 a piece for these, just because they're nice pottery and they've got a really nice glaze on them. Because that one is chipped, I mean, that's probably going to be $5 if it does sell. But I did really like those mugs. It's such a bummer that it's chipped, but that's what happens when I don't check stuff over.
What happens when I'm not with you?
Okay, Fun Sponge. Just you keep quiet and keep setting up your metal detecting stuff over there. He's right, though, you know. So this piece right here, I noticed as I was setting stuff out on the table, it's actually got 2 price tags on it. So I'm not sure which one they charged me for, because one is $4.99. On the edge here, it says $4.99, and on the top, it says $1.99. So I don't know what price I paid. I'm hoping I only paid $1.99 for it. But it is Bavaria. It says hand painted on the back. Judging by I would say that the hand painted part, a lot of the times they'll mark these plates hand painted, and the design is transferred, but there will be some aspect of the plate that is hand painted. So in some instances, it will be a transfer, but like some of the petals, the details on the petals will be added, hand painted. And they're able to put hand painted on there then, even though it's kind of a mixture between transfer and hand painted. In this case, we've got the border. The border is hand painted, and it's this really bright gold. It's a really pretty plate. For this plate, I would probably expect to get $12 to $18, and hopefully I only paid $2 for it, but I don't know. These plates are a little bit more fancy, and I didn't actually take them apart. I just realized that one actually has a giant crack on it. Darn it all, why does this always happen? You know, this is what happens when there's no fun sponge with me. So I paid $3 for a pair. Hopefully the one underneath is in better condition. I'm not seeing anything obvious from the other side, but peeling all that tape off is just gonna make this video way too long. So I'm not gonna bother with the tape right now. Plus, I've found that running the tape under hot water as I take it off lessens the residue left on, because sometimes they get sticky if I just yank it off. So that's been my new thing, is just running them under hot water as I remove the tape, and it keeps them from getting that sticky adhesive residue that I hate. These are not marked. I don't know if the one on top is possibly marked, but these are likely Germany, Austria, or Bavaria, just judging by the style. The design is transfer. You can see all the little dots on it. It is not hand painted. But it's a really nice purple flower design. I like it. And it is a serving plate because it's got the two reticulated handles. For one of these, I probably would have expected to get $15 to $20, but given that the top one is cracked, that kind of sucks. So I mean, I would still expect 15 to 20 on the bottom one. I'm just hoping it's not damaged. If it's damaged, I would probably expect 5 to 10, which is still making a profit. It's not the end of the world, but I like to not have damage on things. Occasionally I'll make an exception if I really like it. This piece right here, there is a sticker on it. It says $2.99, and the sticker is actually, ooh, that's a big truck. The sticker is actually covering up Limoges, France. That's what it says on the bottom. I think I have it upside down. Yes, it says Limoges, France. So it was made in Limoges. It is not marked by any particular maker, but it's just a nice little trinket box. It's hinged. There's no hand painting or any designs on it, which I kind of like. You know, I do love the hand painted pieces. However, just the plain white kind of has an elegance to it, and that's why I decided to grab it. And the other thing is, a lot of the times the front little hinge will be broken off. So it was interesting to find that it was all intact and the hinge was working properly, and I really liked it. So I paid $2.99 for this. We do really well with trinket boxes, so I would probably expect this to do $20 to $25. Paintings. You guys know I love artwork. The guys hate when I bring back artwork because they hate shipping it. Sorry, you brought back more artwork. Guess what? So we've got these two pretty pieces, right? Oh, they're signed. Oh, we didn't even look at the back of them when we were at the shop. So, oh, that's fun. Okay, so they're $1 each. They are dated 1979. You can see there that they are actually signed and dated. Oh, that's so cool. I love finding little things like that. So Field Flowers, it's an oil. It was painted in March of 1979 by Helen Winey. I just think those are pretty. I like them. Now I'll have to look up Helen Winey to see if she had any significance, but I just really like flower paintings. They make me happy, so that's why I bought those. When it was just one, I was kind of hemming and hawing, and then I saw the other one on the shelf next to it, and I'm like, okay, there's a pair. That's a sign. We have to have them. For these, I mean, it's really hard to value artwork. I'm not a trained appraiser. I have a hard time valuing artwork. Usually I just set it to auction and see where it goes. So I can't tell you how much these will sell for. I think I can get probably at least 25. I'm going to say 25. I was going to say 30. I think I can get at least $25 for the pair. I think that's like a safe guess. And when I only paid $1 a piece for them, that's making a profit. And I'd be happy with that. But the auction will be the true test to see what happens. So that's the fun thing about artwork. I'm going to save the glass. All the glass is up in that corner. We're going to continue this direction. Now, these are neat. I really liked these, and they've got me a little stumped and a little puzzled. So maybe you guys can help me. There are 2 pieces here, and they are covered in fishes. Fish? Yeah, fishes. I'm reading the back at the same time. It's kind of throwing me off. They're covered in fish. And they say fishy dishy. That's all they say. Fishy dishy. Now, I've tried looking up fishy dishy pottery, and all that comes up is like hundreds of plates with fish on them, and none of them look like this. So I'm not sure what fishy dishy is. I don't know if that's the name of a pottery or if that's just what they put on the bottom. You know, I don't know, but I just thought they were cute. I thought they were neat. I like the little dish. They would look cool in a beach house or something like that. Or just, for instance, this would look nice in a bathroom with, you know, a nautical scene. And I don't know, this is a colander, so you can use that in the kitchen. But I paid $3 for this without knowing what fishy dishy pottery is. I would say I could probably get at least 20 for this, and I would expect probably to get, I want to say 15 to 20 for this. There we go. Let's talk about this, because this is interesting. So when I saw this on the shelf, it reminded me stylistically of Italian pottery. The Esgraffito pottery, that's what it looks like. And so I grabbed it for $2.99 thinking, oh, that's more than likely Italian. Well, guess what? I pulled back the tape, I looked at the bottom, and it is actually Relpo. Relpo 6377. So Relpo actually makes a lot of planters, and I've sold quite a few of them. And some of them that I've sold have said made in Taiwan. Some of them have said made in the Philippines. So I'm not sure where this was made, but I know that the company was Relpo. It's really nice. It's got nice florals. It's just a little pitcher with an underplate, under dish, under bowl. I'm not really sure. But I would probably expect $15 to $20 for that. It's in good condition. There's no chips or cracks. Trying not to block the camera, so I'm going to set this one down here. Let's talk about our cookie jar. This is really fun. This is kind of a fun cookie jar. The reason it's fun is because if you look up the Bartlett Collins gingerbread cookie jar, you will find a glass cookie jar with almost these exact same gingerbread men painted on it. But I don't believe that Bartlett Collins did ceramics. So I think that somebody just took the idea or maybe copied it. I don't know. But their gingerbread men also have these cute little hats on them. I mean, they're pretty much the same. But the bottom is signed, I believe. What is it signed? MM. Granted, I didn't try peeling the sticker. I paid $2.99 for this. I'm just going to say that before I peel the sticker. There's nothing under the sticker. I do believe this is a hobbyist piece. I believe this is probably a ceramic piece where people just got together and they painted it. And someone was like, oh, you know, I had this cookie jar and I liked the gingerbread men on it. And so I'm going to paint those on this cookie jar. I think that might have been what happened. But I like the design. I think it would be great for the holidays. Stick some gingerbread men in there and call it a day. So for this piece, I would probably expect to get $25 to $35. It might go higher if I save it for Christmas time, but I don't feel like holding on to something this large until Christmas. We've already got a ton of Annalise, a ton of snow babies. We've got the Lennox. You know, we're kind of hoarding stuff for the holidays, and I don't like hoarding stuff. I like listing stuff and getting rid of stuff. That's always been my theory in selling. List it for $4, and if it sells for $4 or sells for $40 or sells for $400, it's coming in the door and going out the door, and that's kind of what I like to see. So, all right. This, I'm wishing that I looked this up before I started this video, but I did not. I bought this for $4.99. It was really neat. It was really colorful. It is marked on the bottom. It is actually signed. It is Dominica Pena. You know, I took 4 years of Spanish in high school, and I'm struggling right now. Don't judge me. Also, my son's best friend is from Guatemala. Usually when I'm like, Esteban, what does this say? Or Esteban, is this from Guatemala? He's pretty funny. He's like, yes, Miss Jocelyn. Yes, Miss Jocelyn. Anyway, it says Mexico on the bottom. I might have to do a little research on this, but I just really loved the colors. I liked the scene too. I thought the scene was interesting. Here, I'll give you a close-up. So we've got this wedding happening, right? And at first I thought this woman was helping carry the train, as you see, but then it looks like she's like yanking on it, like, no, stop, this wedding must cease. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Maybe if I tried to look it up on the back, I could. But it just like, it was like this happy scene, and then I'm looking closer at the woman with the train, and I'm like, wait a second, she doesn't look happy. Maybe there's something more to this bowl than I thought. But I paid $4.99 for it. I'm just probably making up stories, you know. I paid $4.99. I would expect probably, yeah, I don't know. I would expect probably to get 35 to 40 for it. Now, if, oh my gosh, there's like rooster fighting going on up at the top. What is happening on this bowl? This is like, I just realized what's happening up here. What else is happening on this bowl? We've got women dancing. We've got this man climbing a pole. There's a, wow, this is just an exciting bowl. This is more exciting than I thought it was. We've got here, they're bullfighting, it looks like a rodeo or like something happening there. This guy's halfway up this pole and he's not sure, like, I guess they chased him up this pole and he's like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Kind of reminds me of those books that I had as a kid. They were kind of based off of Where's Waldo, you know, and everything's so busy and you're supposed to find different things. That's kind of what this reminds me of. But I'll have to do some research on this before I list it. It's really fun. $4.99. That's what I paid for that. Okay, let's stick this down on the floor. We've got the duck. I really liked the pine cone duck. I just like things made out of pine cones. It's a weird thing. I think because when I was a kid, I used to go out in the woods and collect pine cones. And I paid $1.99 for this. I would expect probably to get $25 to $30 for pine cone duck. He's got some good weight to him. And his pine cones seem to be in pretty good shape. There's some chipping of the paint around his head, but he's in pretty good condition. I can't imagine how long it took to put all those pine cones together. I mean, that's pretty crafty. I could never do that. Here we've got a banana pot. I don't know if this would be for sugar or for jam, but I paid 99 cents for it because it said Italy on the bottom, and I like Italian pottery. I thought it was interesting. For this piece right here, I would expect to get $10 to $15. It's nice quality, heavy pottery. That right here. Here's a fun piece. So this is a utensil jar. If you remember recently, we got some dog bowls, and they were marked Robinson Ransbottom on the bottom, Roseville, Ohio. That is what this is. This is also Robinson Ransbottom. I always like mess up saying that, so forgive me if I've said it wrong. It is a utensil jar. So a lot of people ask, what is the difference? And a lot of people get confused between Roseville Pottery and Robinson Ransbottom because they're both started in Ohio, but Roseville Pottery started in like the 1890s. I think it started in 1890, I do believe, and Robinson Ransbottom started in 1900. So there's a little bit of an age difference there. And by the time Robinson Ransbottom was starting, Roseville was like in full production. So their stuff does okay. I don't think it does as I could say I don't think it doesn't do as well as Roseville does. But I like their stuff. It's more stoneware, it's more crocks, that kind of thing. And this is obviously a utensil holder. So these would probably sell for $15 to $20. It's got a tree, an apple tree on it. It's a nice piece. It would look good in a country kitchen. I liked it. I pick it up whenever I find it just because I like it. Here we've got a German, I think it says Germany, or does it say Bavaria? Oh, I can't read it. Oh, it says Bavaria. I thought it said Germany. It doesn't matter. It's $3.99. But it's really pretty. I loved the glaze on it. It kind of reminded me of some of the Czech stuff we picked up recently. Some of the Czech pieces had this very same glaze. And so I loved that it didn't have any damage. Usually this gets damaged pretty quickly. A lot of the Czech pottery and the similar pottery was actually made for just average use. It wasn't super expensive at the time, and so it wasn't super quality, and it chipped easily. You guys can probably see that when we go to Finders Keepers and we find a lot of it chipped. That's because it wasn't the best quality at the time, and it's hard to find pieces that are undamaged. So this is a nice piece. I love that purple glaze. Let's talk about this. We paid $2.99 for this. Oh, did I say how much I could expect for that? I would expect probably to get $15 to $20 for this. I'm actually going to peel this because if you remember in the video, I was like, I don't know what that says on the bottom. Is it 83? Is it 53? We have to know. And now that we're here, we might as well find out what it says on the bottom. Okay, it appears to say... Oh, you know what? I'm having a hard... Oh, I think it says 58. It does. It says 58. Look. Wait, is it backwards for you? It's 58. 58. It looks like 80 for me. Wait, why is it backwards? I don't know. But it looks like 58. I'm gonna go with 58. So I really liked the glaze on this. I liked that it had the pink inside, and then it had this teal color on the outside, and then it had this kind of lava glaze on the top. And I was curious about the holes. I thought the holes were interesting, but I thought that maybe it was originally meant to hang, so that's why it may have the holes. Otherwise, I couldn't tell you why it has holes. But I like this. I like this kind of pottery. So you guys know I'm a sucker for student pottery and hobbyist stuff. If I like it, I'll pick it up. This piece right here, I would expect probably to get $15 to $20 for. It is a mid-century piece, kind of. A little later, but it's all good. Let's put this here. What else do we have? We only have a few more items. I'm surprised we made quick work of that. Oh my gosh. Oh, 30 minutes. Wow. That was fast, wasn't it? Okay. We've got this piece right here. Again, this, I want to say it's probably European. Paid $2.99 for this. And it's just a nice little dish. I thought it was cute. It's transferware. It is not hand painted, not in the slightest. There are no marks on the bottom though. It is $2.99. Oh, there is a mark. Well, you'll look at that. It says 450. That doesn't mean anything to me. But this, it was just cute. It's pretty. It's elegant. This piece right here, I would probably expect to get $18 to $25 for. There is no damage on it at all, and it's got some really nice roses on there. Very pretty peachy roses. Let's talk about our candlestick. We've got a candlestick here. We paid $1.99 for the candlestick. It is clear glass. I do like my glass colored. If you can't tell. I'm going to show you how much I like my glass colored in a moment. I do like colored glass. I prefer it. I know there are viewers that watch that love clear glass, but I'm a sucker for the colored glass. I just can't help it. I paid $1.99 for this. I believe this could be Tiffin. Not positive on that one, but I do know that they really liked putting the gold around it. So it could be that, but I'm not positive. I like it. I paid $1.99 for it. I would expect probably to get 10 to 15 for it. Oh, I thought I just saw a crack, but it's a manufacturer's defect. Oh, that was a close one. Now I did go back to the clear section to see if there was a matchy, but there was not. It was just a single candlestick, but it's very elegant. I like the gold. I thought it screamed elegance, so. The postman is walking by the window. Thanks, I'm a weirdo. All right, so now we've got some colored glass. Got this piece. Quite a few pieces of colored glass. So this one is interesting. We'll talk about this one first. When I saw this, and some of you who saw the picture on Instagram also saw this and thought that it was Empoli. Empoli glass is different than Murano glass. It's not made in Murano. I can't remember where it's made. I can't remember where it's made. But maybe it's in Empoli. Maybe that's where it's made. But Empoli glass, they have this olive colored glass because that was in the chemicals of the glass they were making. So they're pretty known for their olive colored glass. I thought for sure that this was in Poli. It's got that optic color. They make a lot of brandy snifters and compotes with the lids. They make some really, really nice pieces, especially if you're into mid-century modern pieces of glass. I thought for sure. But if you turn it over, look at this. Do you see it? Made in Mexico. So that was really surprising to me. I did not expect that at all. I mean, I don't think it takes away from how pretty it is. I think it's a really nice piece of glass. But it made me question everything I know about glass, honestly, because who knows, maybe some of those pieces I have at home that I was like, this looks like in Poli, and now I'm like, wait, maybe that's made in Mexico too. But it is a nice piece of glass. I like that grain. I paid $2.99 for this piece, seeing as how it is made in Mexico. I would probably expect it to go for $25. The Poli tends to fetch more. I've never actually come across a piece that's made in Mexico. Maybe it's worth more. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I tried looking it up, but I couldn't find any pieces that were made in Mexico. This was just a strange occurrence. This piece right here, I suspect that this one may be modern, but I really liked the purple glass. And the reason I think it's modern is because the bottom, it's got those mold marks on the bottom that I just didn't feel quite right about. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it being modern. There's nothing wrong with modern things. You guys know, I prefer to sell vintage and antique items. But it is a really nice piece of purple glass. It's a lot thicker than a lot of the stuff that we deal with. But it is, I paid $2.99 for this. It actually has a ponto mark on the bottom. So I don't know, it's just got me all perplexed. I do like it though. I paid $2.99 for this, and I would probably expect to get, I want to say, $20 to $25 for that. And this, finally, this. My arch nemesis. I put the flowers in there. I'll get rid of those. Just making more mess. I paid $1.99 for this, and the reason that I peeled it off is because I was looking for a Fenton mark. I couldn't find it. This has the diamond optic on it as well. The diamond optic is this it's not even a texture. It's just this look. It's like this honeycomb. This is called diamond optic, and you find it a lot in the Empoli glass, and so that's why this had me fooled as well. Fenton made some with this texture on it, and this just kind of feels like Fenton, but it's just got me stumped. This piece has got me seriously stumped. It's very frustrating. I paid $1.99 for it without knowing that it's Fenton or anything special. I would probably expect $25 to $30 for it because it is a nice piece of glass. But gosh darn it, do I wish that I had. I hate not knowing. It drives me nuts. All right, so I've got two pieces left. No, I take that back. I had this on the floor. This is a Betsey Johnson bag. And again, I didn't even look it up before we did the video, so I'm not really sure. This is a Betsey Johnson Betsey Johnson bag. I like her stuff. She's got very vintage vibes in her stuff that she makes. I bought a pair of her sunglasses once when we were out at the thrift store. The big cat eye glasses. I like her stuff. So I recognized her name when I saw this bag. And I love the bow. I love the polka dots. And there's no price in here. I don't think there's a price in here. Was there a price in here when we grabbed it?
Yes.
Where?
When I grabbed the bag, the tag fell off. It was on that plastic thing. It's on the floor. It was $4.99.
Oh, it was $4.99. So it was a $5 bag. A lot of you in the videos, a lot of my viewers were asking how much I paid for it. $4.99, that's how much I paid for it. The purses typically aren't that expensive when they're out on the floor. It's when they have them behind the counter. Those are the ones that are like $20, $30, $40, depending on which thrift store you're going to. But I like this bag. It does have a little bit of wear on it, and I would probably expect to get $20 to $30 for this. It's a nice bag. Ta-da! Okay. Now, last but not least. Clear. Weren't we just talking about clear?
Oh! I thought you didn't like clear glass.
I made an exception twice.
I see that. That's kind of cool.
I know, and I thought, you know, I could work those into my decorating. I don't have any clear. I paid $1.99 for this one, and I paid nothing for this one. No, I'm just joking. I paid $2.99 for this one. So I bought one at the one Goodwill and one at the other Goodwill, and I think this was the first Goodwill. But I love swung glass, and so I didn't have any clear in my collection, and I thought, you know, I could use some clear in my collection. So that's really the reason I bought these. I don't think we're going to attempt to sell them or ship them. They're kind of a little scary to ship. But, you know, I'm in that group online with the Viking glass and stuff, and some of them, they buy them like this big. You can't even see how high my hand is, and they have them shipped to them, and I'm like, that terrifies me. I don't think I could buy a swung glass vase unless it was like a little 12-incher, or maybe, you know, I don't think I could buy a swung glass vase on eBay. And like, I would be so nervous and so anxious the entire time waiting for it, thinking, is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it? You know, but I'm not sure how much the clear glass vase is for, but I figured at $2.99 and $1.99 I got a pretty good deal on those. Or maybe I paid what they're worth, because the clear doesn't go for what the colored swung glass vases go for. But anyway, I think that's everything. That is everything that we have on our table. Oh, the one thing that we are missing, and you may have noticed, is the planter. And I talked a little bit about it in my voiceover during the video. I did buy a very cool planter that had an acorn on it and some fake flowers. I noticed when I picked it up it was heavy, and when I got to my parents' house to pick up the kids, I was moving stuff around and I pulled it out to put it in the back of the car, and I'm like, why is this so heavy? And I realized that somebody had filled it with cement. And I showed my dad, and we were in agreement that there was really no way that we were going to get the cement out. And so unfortunately, the planter didn't make it, which was a total bummer, because I really liked that planter. But yeah, that was the only piece that didn't make it to the table, I think we talked about everything. I mean, I'm out of practice with doing these haul videos, I really am. But I think we got it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know what I was gonna say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it was fun. I'm gonna try to do more haul videos. It's really hard that it's summer and the kids are out of school, and juggling everything has been rough. So doing haul videos is tough, because I'd rather go out shopping and getting those videos done than sitting here at the shop and going through the stuff. So I'm trying to give more information in my shopping videos as I'm shopping. That way you guys don't feel gypped when I don't do haul videos. But this is it. This is everything we got over the past 2 days. And tomorrow we are going to the antique mall, where I found some pretty good deals. So I hope you guys join me tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye. Oh, wait, I just remembered. I stood up, and it made me remember that we've only got a few days left of the bonfire shirt campaign. I'm wearing my shirt. That's how I remembered. It is, I don't know what day today is when this video posts, but we've only got a few days left of the campaign. I'm running a merch campaign through bonfire.com, and there's a link down in the description. The campaign ends on June 30th, 2020, and so it is limited time. After that, these shirts, Banana Box Antiques, I put a little picture down here, they're no longer available after that date. So if you want to check those out, you can go and click the link in the description. All of the shirts, whether you ordered them at the beginning of the campaign or you order them now, they all ship out on July 8th, 2020. So go check those out if you feel like it, and I will see you all tomorrow. Later. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook.